Everybody's got a dream, and everybody's got a dream. As John Lennon quite egotistically declared, "You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one." No, is it? Oh, you're not the only one who dreams, John, is it? Oh, right. Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks for recognising that the rest of us have got a bloody dream, you know. It may not just be an empty room and a white piano, Japanese misses, do you know what I mean? Some of us have got proper dreams, but, you know, thanks for allowing us that. It's the most pretentious thing I've ever heard that. Well, the second, actually. You may say I'm a dreamer, or not the only one. People, oh, that's beautiful, that's beautiful. It's like, you what? You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Oh, cheers, but it's not as pretentious as something that Kurt Cobain once said. I think it was at the start of the Unplugged session or whatever. Oh, not at the start. It was the start of one of the songs on the MTV Unplugged special. And he said, "I can't do a Kurt Cobain impression, sorry. Unless you give me 200 quid for props." But he said something like, "This song is off our first record. Most people don't own it." Oh, what? So your records are actually selling to less than half of the population of the planet? Bloody hell, what sort of marketing is that, Kurt? No wonder you flipping put a gun in your head. This song is off our first record. Most people don't own it. Yeah, this week I'll be mostly having a pop at people who've got a lot more talent than myself. That's the theme this week. Boom. Yeah, I'll tell you who's a cunt is Harry Redknapp. I don't know why. If you, I was going to say it's a little known fact. I put it on Facebook about 1,000 times, but still a little known fact. See, I went a bit Kurt Cobain then. What? I've put it on Facebook, and it's still a little known fact, even though my 400 friends have seen it. Yeah, if you dip Harry Redknapp into a vat of boiling oil, leave him there for approximately 30 seconds, bring him out, and you get Avram Grant. Da-da! Very, very clever, that. At one point, I suspected there was a paedophile ring amongst the Premier League managers. No, I'm still not 100%, but, you know, let's have a little look, shall we? Wenger. No. Lovely chap, you know. Great manager. Would you let him babysit your kids? Maybe these days. Would you have let him the day he took over at Arsenal? I don't fucking think so. You know, don't go bullshitting me. Ooh, the Invincibles. Ooh, we won the league a couple of times. Ooh, we won the cup. Ooh, we nearly won someone else. Yeah, they did get the final once, didn't they, actually, of the Champions. Okay, yeah, I commemorated that. I take photo to my brother, but different story. That's my brother who did used to support Forest, but he changed to Arsenal. So anybody around about my age, you can probably work out how old my brother is from that switch, the Nottingham Forest to Arsenal switch. You know, Clough's head went, bang, my brother was off to fucking Arsenal. But yeah, Wenger, you know, he's probably not a nonce, but if he was an actor and I was looking to cast a French nonce, I'd be ringing him. Who else we got? Sam Allardyce. Hello. You know, if you've got a child under the age of 13 and Sam Allardyce said, "Oh, I'll give her a lift to school." it's raining. You'd be in the fucking rain, Sam, wouldn't you? Let's be honest, yeah? Big Sam. Far too big, Sam, for all that caper. You know, so just picture them. Wenger, Sam Allardyce, Harry Redknapp, Avram Grant. Now, do they look like grandfather figures? Or do they look like a pack of vile hounds? Who else did we have? This was a few years ago when I was trying to establish this, you know. Brendan Rodgers. Now, you know, I've always said you can't trust a man with thin lips. I've always said that. You can't trust a man whose lips are always wet. Right, these are valuable lessons for you, but yeah. If you see somebody and their mouth's always wet, just steer fucking clear. You know, people used to bring, oh, Fergie, but, you know, I'd let Fergie look after my kids, happily. So don't even fucking go there. Who else did we have? There was at one point, Martin O'Neill. Hello. I remember going through the entire Premier League managers list, and there's about 3 of them I'd let in my house. Do you know what I mean? When was this? I'll have to go through the records. But it's a little known fact, actually, you know, because, you know, back in the 70s, and I was growing up, when being a nonce was practically legal in them days, really, you know, as long as you weren't rude. Or killed anybody, you know, it'd be like, oh dear, you know, every street would have, well, every village anyway, you know, oh, that harmless bugger. Lonely Len. Do you know what I mean? Every street had a Lonely Len. Oh, fair play, he's great with the kids, but yeah, oh, I know, he'll babysit for free. Oh, my Jeffrey was around there for weeks once. But yeah, everywhere had a Lonely Len. And I forgot what my point was. Oh yeah, in the 70s, yeah. You know, these non-senator characters would obviously target, you know, places to work or volunteer, to stretch the word. You know, they target places where there were kids or whatever, do you know what I mean? And well, the kids congregate to football, you know. So it's a little known fact, actually, and, you know, all right, maybe I'll risk what's left of my TV career sort of revealing this. But there's a huge paedophile problem in football. Massive. Absolutely crawling it is. It's bloody riddled with it. It's rampant. It's Gerard Houllier. Hello. Do you know what I mean? Look at his eyes. Ooh, I'm looking over there, I'm looking over here. I'm trying to look everywhere apart from your child's tits. Do you know what I mean? He never knew where he wanted to fucking look at one. Who else did we have? Stevie Bruce. Proper butcher. Brutal. Don't imagine kids would have ever hypothetically come out of his house if they'd gone in through the back door. As I say, I'm alphabetically running through the Premier League at the moment. If you want to join in, I'm around about the L mark, do you know what I mean? Around about that mark, you know, up to about O and P. Still think of Portsmouth, you know, when I'm going through the Premier League or top division. Been a long time. QPR, Warnock, hello, fuck's sake. Not what I'd call a Premier League nonce, but a very, very good Championship nonce. Warnock, you know, he'll take them up, he'll take them down. Do you know what I mean? Up and down. Never going to be a European nonce, you know, but as I say, a very accomplished championship nonce. Probably, you know, ply his trade on the council estates. You know, you won't see Warnock going into the posh schools. You know, strictly deals with his own. Apparently, I don't know if any of this is true. You know, it's what I've heard, but I can't remember if I heard it off myself, which is a bit of a problem. Where was I? I got to about Q for Warnock. You don't get Premier League teams beginning with R, do you? It just doesn't happen. Has it ever happened? It just doesn't, you know. It's a very popular letter for the first letter of football, you know, Rochdale, Rotherham. Yeah, very popular, especially amongst those two. S. Well, Swans, obviously, you know, we had the sort of slim lip Rogers. Great manager, as I say, but lips are far too thin to trust. And he never wears the same person's teeth 2 days on the trot as well. So that's another thing I noticed about Brendan. He's never goes 2 days with the same set of teeth in. Which, you know, maybe it's just a superstition. Maybe it's just a little bit suspicious. I don't know, you decide. S. Sunderland, well, we go back to Big Sam, you know. As I say, you never trust a manager who's forever moving about. What's he got to hide? You know what I mean? What's he got to hide? The fucking Rotherham manager's job came up a few years ago. You know, they were struggling in the second division at the time. They had 2,500 applications. Yeah, so, queuing up they were. Yeah, you got your punishers. Sorry about all this background noise. I keep discussing this with KD Lang that obviously, you know, it makes this thing that I do every week for no apparent reason, you know, and for obviously no money. It makes it sound unprofessional. I love it when people say, well, that's a bit unprofessional. Yeah, well, I didn't make any fucking money, so there we go. That's the very definition of the fucking thing we're talking about. Yeah, but anyway, you got your punishers, you know, you got your Bruceys, you got your Warnocks, you got your Allardyce, you know, but you've also got probably slightly more dubious, you know, you got your grooming managers, you got your groomers, and obviously the king of them all is your man Oddle, Glenda, Eileen's son. What a little groomer he must have been, eh? Or what he is now. Ian Wright's still calling him boss. Yeah, boss. Oh, yeah, boss. You know, a bit of the old Stockholm syndrome going on there, right, geezer? You got your Martinez. He's another groomer. Another one of the, you know, your Paulo Sousa. Sousa, the groomer. You got, what's that guy's name? Spurs boss. I think he's right, actually. He's one of the 10% who's not dodgy. Louis van Gaal, is that him? Have you seen him when he's had a bevy? He don't know what the fuck's going on. Which, you know, if you're going to be as pissed as fuck at the fucking Man United Christmas do, talking an absolute load of shit, you probably don't really have a lot of social barriers you won't cross. And he's Dutch. And they go younger, don't they, legally? Legally, is that legally, though? So, yeah. It's a very dubious business, the old football game. And don't ever let anybody tell you different. Paedophile players. Beardsley. Imagine he would have taken them to caravans. Johnny Barnes. He would have probably sung them songs. You know, I'm trying to think of paedophile players, and all I can seem to think of is Steve Bruce and Glenn Hoddle in their playing days. Steve Bruce once, right? As you may have gathered if you're a regular listener, I do tend to sort of ring people up and go, blah, 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 blah. And they go, blah, 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 I go, blah, blah. And they go, nah, nah, not really. And they go, oh, grrr. And did that with Steve Bruce many moons ago. I think he was Birmingham manager at the time, but we managed to get hold of his phone number. It was very easy to get hold of football managers' numbers about sort of 8-10 years ago. Till they wised up to all this fucking about. Yeah, we managed to get hold of Bruce's number, and it was going round the pub, and you know, like, ring Bruce, hey, somebody ring him. Get hold of a Bruce, somebody else would ring him. 10 minutes later, ring him. And I phoned him once, and I've often tried to tell his story, and I always get a bit confused because I'm trying to get it factually correct. But basically, what he was actually saying to me, and the expression he used, was to go and fuck myself, but to do it taking a run up, which, you know, I'm not Lionel fucking Messi, you know what I mean? Fuck yourself up the ass, but take a run up. Take a run up and go fuck yourself, or something like that. He said, it was classic, brilliant saying, quite scary as well. You got Bruce freaking down the phone at you. Do you know what I mean? His fucking nose weighs more than me. And that's after he's blown the fucking thing. I remember ringing Dennis Taylor once as well. I got Dennis Taylor's phone number completely randomly through working in a call centre. But it was something like, and I'm potentially, hang on, just going to get an ashtray. I would press pause, but I'm unprofessional. Yeah, hang on, just moving chairs, fucking papers, hoovers, you know, and all this is uncomfortable for you to hear, and I'm sorry. I got all the Dennis Taylor's number. I may have the first 5 digits wrong, but it was something like 07810 or whatever it was. That could be right, but 07 blah blah blah. And then it was 147 147. And obviously turned out that was Dennis's number, and I phoned him up. Oh, it's a long time ago, spinning some yarn about his tax returns or something, which, funnily enough, you know, I had no knowledge about, no business to be discussing, no information or reason to be dealing with the topic at all. But you know, Dennis wasn't to know. I fucking harassed that cunt for weeks. He ended up changing his number, which I'm pretty sure he's quite gutted about. But, you know, he didn't need to exactly smash the maximums in, did he? Do you know what I mean? There's no Ronnie O'Sullivan. I think the only time fucking Dennis had a 147 was playing against his nan. That was the day she died. That was a sad day, it was. He was on the pink, I think, at the time. You know, pardon the pun, obviously. But yeah, Steve Bruce. You know, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to suggest that Dennis Taylor is a paedophile, or there is a, you know, paedophile problem in the snooker game, because there's not. You know, there used to be. Not anymore. Been flushed out. Big Bill Werbenek, Big Sam. Bit of a fucking theme going on here, isn't there? How does anybody want to christen themselves Big? I'm Big Dave, Big Chris, Big John, Big fucking prick. Yeah, Werbenek, Thorburn. You know, I'd even go so far as to say that I'd be reluctant to let Terry Griffiths look after the kids. I may let my son go around his house, but I don't know about my daughters. You know, not because I think he's dodgy in any way, but I just don't want him coming back talking in that sort of camp Welsh twang that tends to come out of Llanelli and the more effeminate members down there. Thankfully, are quite limited in their numbers. But yeah, am I going to talk about anything constructive this week apart from sort of accusing all and sundry about being paedophiles? Cricket. Well, there's a sport untouched by that filthy hand, fortunately. I'd say apart from Mike Gattin. Be reluctant to let him do the school run. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have 5 minutes just to gather my thoughts, Bear. And I'm gonna, come back with some sort of more powerful, impactful stuff. It's gonna be more sort of politically charged, or I just may do a bit more on shiplisters. Hey, Shabba. That's just to fuck my producer's head up on KD line. It's funny, isn't it? Yeah, talking to shiplisters, I'm back in the zone tomorrow. I know, I'm sorry. I really felt like I've let you all down, yeah, but including myself. I'm not getting away with this scot-free. On a Monday to Friday, 8 till 4, which is a little bit better than the Thursday to Sunday, fucking somewhere like 5 o'clock in the evening, 5 o'clock in the morning I was doing previously. The fact of the matter is, if the people who listen to this could fucking round up £500 a week, send it my way every week, reaching me on a Friday, I'd quite happily, spend 10 hours a week perfecting his art. I could, at this very point now, I could think, right, no, that's shit, bang. Delete that, not happening. Delete that, not happening. Delete that, not happening. But you don't, so I can't. So I have to do these other things. Ailey's got a programme on TV on Thursday night about tanning addicts. And, don't get me wrong, I love Ailey. Ailey the tea lady I'm on about from the crack centre. Me and her always got on really well. She's a good laugh. She's a lovely girl, actually. Do you know what I mean? She's a bit, ooh, but, I think she's genuinely a good egg. And I'm glad for her, do you know what I mean? It's, because I think it's very important that we do, not just make a sort of frivolous programme about the tanning industry. It's good that they've gone sort of in depth, more scientific analysis, of the link between sort of the tanning industry, the escalation of that industry, the destruction of the confidence of young females, which is being perpetuated by older females mainly. Obviously, blokes getting blamed, but these girls, right, who are fucking dyeing their skin orange and fucking painting on ridiculous looking eyebrows, who are pulling stupid fucking faces every time somebody takes a photo of them, who are, in the words of Sir Chris Dangerfield, school children are dressing as hookers, the hookers are dressing as school children, paedophiles don't know what the fuck's going on. Now all these things are going on, and these girls they're not copying fucking Eric Cantona when they shave their eyebrows off and paint them back on. They're not copying fucking Jimi Hendrix when they do their fucking duck pouts. You know, they're taking their lead from women in the public eye. Cheryl Cole and these other fucking trollops. You know, and these are the appointed guardians of good taste, you know, for the more vulnerable elements of society. Oh, can you imagine being like a sort of 13-year-old girl in this day and age, you know, who was a bit lacking in confidence, as I'm sure most 13-year-olds of either sex are. You know, and you've been sure, alright, yeah, well, what you want to be aiming for is Beyonce. Yeah, no, Beyonce, yeah, you want to be like Beyonce or Cheryl Cole. Yeah, oh, do I? Yeah, you do. Oh, right, oh, well, Cheryl Cole is like fucking about 3 stone now, and, you know, Beyonce twerks so much now, she just leaves a trail of fucking cunt juice everywhere she goes on the floor. And it's like, yeah, that's what you want to aspire to, girls, you know, that's what you want to aspire to be like these fucking idiots. Oh, God, I got 3 daughters, and, you know, as I've said before, thankfully, my kids are fucking stubborn fuckers, and I hope they won't get caught up in all this fucking bullshit, you know. I worry about my middle daughter at the moment. She's, you know, I think she's more wrapped up in all this bullshit. You know, my eldest daughter is, I think she's quite quickly seen through all that fucking nonsense, and my youngest daughter thinks she's fucking Spider-Man, and I'll just keep trying to convince her that she is, as long as I possibly can. Do you know what I mean? I ain't gonna tell her any fucking different. Oh, unless I tell her, oh, you're Iron Man, I'm Batman. She quite likes being the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, any of those, as long as you don't want to be Cheryl Cole or fucking Beyonce or any of these other cunts. You know, no. You know, don't get me wrong. You know, Beyonce's a looker. Never thought much of Tweedy, but you can't compare these people to, like, you know, your Debbie Harrys, your Chrissy Hines. You know, they had their own attitude. Yeah, women in them days, they had their own fucking attitude. They had an attitude because they had an attitude. They weren't like, right, now, if you want to appear like you've got an attitude, you need to do this, this, and this. Oh, is it? Oh, I'll do that. That's a good idea. You know, because they didn't have their own fucking attitude. Do you know what I mean? Chrissy Hine, Debbie Harry. What a wonderful pair of ladies. Karis Matthews, Billie Holiday. Oh, most of my favourite singers are women, I realised a while back. Not most, but good percentage. Shani, beautiful, beautiful voice. Yeah, what's my point though? We're just living in such a twisted fucking society, aren't we? You know, so easy to be vulnerable and impressionable. Or it's so easy if you are to just have your head mashed inside, fucking out, all shapes. I'm a broken man tonight. You know, I'm a broken man. Combination of an interrupted lecture. Yeah, there's Onathon in the morning. And Dennis Taylor's nan. It's fucking done me. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've had a bit of time to reflect on, you know, what I was talking about earlier this evening, you know, in the lecture. It was earlier this evening in real life, but you know, all this bloody nonsense I've been talking about paedophile football managers, and you know, I've been really disrespectful, you know, really rude. I genuinely feel awful that I forgot the main man, Lawrenson, Lauro. You fucking nonce. And don't get me wrong, right? A lot of people say, oh, it's only because he predicts the Swans are going to lose every week. You know, this season, yeah, he's been right half the fucking time, but he's been saying that for the last 5 years, the fucking prick. And, you know, it's not just because he looks like a nonce or because he has sex with children or anything like that. You know, giving him this title of the King Nonce. You know, he's had a moustache for, well, how long have I known Lauro? I've known him since the mid-80s, I'd say, 85, 95. I've known Lauro for 30 years. And I think he's had a moustache for 29 and a half of them. And when he didn't, he looked like a fucking nonce. Do you know what I mean? So, anybody who looks like a nonce with a tush and shaves it off and then looks like a fucking nonce, you know, steward's inquiry at the very least, isn't it? You know, I'm not gonna hang anybody out to dry tonight, because it's not my nature, you know. I've had a lot of stick, you know, behind the scenes for revealing Macintosh's ship blister in fantasies last week. And now, or this week now, all of these lot football managers are all paedophiles, you know. Who do I think I am? Who the bloody hell do I think I am? Huh? More to the point, who cares? Jeff Hurdleplup. Hurdleplup. Hurdleplup.